Yo, what's up, my people? Welcome back to a Forbes certified top 10 silly and goofy YouTube channels of all time. In today's video, I set out to ask all my favorite streamers one very simple question. Ayo, what's your milk to cereal ratio? In fact, over here on my other screen, you can see this very professional and scientific chart that I have set up right here, and all of the streamers that fell victim to this sick and twisted thought experiment. Also, guys, don't comment how the nails are fucked up. I don't want to hear it. Okay, I'm gonna go through all the clips I gathered from these streamers in a random order, but I will start chronologically with the first streamer I asked this question, which in hindsight may have been a mistake. Despite being one of the funniest people on Twitter, or X, the everything app, as well as being one of the most infamous Smash Melee commentators, Slime has a Twitch chat that is very scary to be in. So here's what happened. I sent this question into his chat and he didn't see it. It scrolled off screen and disappeared into the fucking ether. So Slime has literally zero memory of this question ever even existing. But you know who did see this question was one of the mods in chat who responded to my question with a warning, which is super awesome. This is the first streamer I'm asking this question and I'm already about to be banned. I like the warning too. Like, do not try to connect with Slime. It sounds like he's a gorilla at the zoo and I'm like a kid tapping on the glass. So actually for Slime, we will be needing to create a new category in our chart here, that of course being the question mark, because I don't know, we may never know Slime's milk to cereal ratio, and you know, that's fine actually. So our data is looking pretty inconclusive so far. Thankfully the streamer I asked immediately after Slime did give us a response. Shout out to you, Stans, who was also playing League of Legends at the time.
Was my milk to cereal ratio high? Because I prefer, and you guys are gonna get mad, my cereal a little soggy, a little mushy.
And I'm now sort of wishing he hadn't seen my message either. Dude, that's fucked up. You like your cereal soggy? You prefer mush to fresh out the bag cereal? I think that should be considered criminal. I think you should go to jail. So actually, yeah, we are going to be putting Stans into the wet category, but this clip is a 2-for-1 because Stans was playing League in a call with Atrioc, another Twitch streamer.
Nasty. Nasty, gross.
I'm glad Atrioc's on our side here, because that also means we can assume that he prefers his cereal dry because of his adverse reaction to Stans' answer to the question. And now the chart is still looking very inconclusive. All right, moving on to our next victim streamer who I asked this question, and that would be the speedrun streamer of the year, award-winning speedrunner Squeaks. And it's such an honor to get an answer from him.
Hey Squeaks, what's your ratio of milk to cereal?
Do whatever. I like milk in it, frankly.
So despite answering the question, we unfortunately do have to put Squeaks into the question mark category. All we know is that he doesn't eat cereal 100% dry, but we have no idea what the actual ratio is. Shout out to Squeaks. I hope he gets out of Womps soon. All right, now moving on to the next streamer. We got the actual GOAT of Super Mario 64 speedrunning, while shirtless, Simply.
What is your milk to cereal ratio? For every 1 milk, there's 2 cereal.
That translates to 33% milk, 66% cereal, and like, that's pretty much my exact proportions when it comes to this. Ultimately, that is a respectable ratio, you know. All right, so we got Simply joining Atrioc in Team Dry over here. So I'm low-key a little surprised, but I managed to get Sykkuno to answer this question.
What's your ratio of milk to cereal? I don't really eat cereal. I'm gonna be honest. I don't eat cereal very much.
Okay, so I guess fuck me then. Congratulations, Sykkuno. You are responsible for the creation of a new category in the chart, and it's all just for you, Sykkuno. Congratulations. So what's happening here is what started out as a simple question is turning into a very complicated set of data. To be honest, we're getting further from knowing anything. Hopefully the next streamer I asked will give us answers. Admittedly, I don't know a lot about him, but the next streamer I asked was NMP LOL.
What's my milk to cereal ratio? Milk to cereal? Bro, I don't even eat cereal, dog. I'm 33. I wake up in the morning, I make some salmon. Catchy feeds it to me on a you know, silver platter. We don't even do none of that.
You know what? This is a good time to remind ourselves that most of these people are millionaires, and I don't know if we can blame them for being out of touch, but holy shit, dude, the levels of flexing we just witnessed are truly astonishing. I have never felt more insecure about my socioeconomical position in this world. Sorry, I'm still over here eating fucking the breakfast of a layman. Sorry, my bowl of Reese's Puffs isn't sophisticated enough for you. Okay, so you know what's crazy about that is we will actually be putting him into the non-applicable category. That is somehow 2 back-to-back. So the study is not looking good so far. Hopefully the third speedrunner on this list can help us out. And yeah, I'm talking about one Eric Point Crow.
What's your milk to cereal ratio? 1-to-1. 1 cup milk, 1 cup cereal. You do it any other way, you're weird.
Okay, so he actually somehow managed to give the freakiest answer. He may have just managed to give the absolute worst possible answer. You are now responsible for the creation of yet another new category on this here chart. That, of course, being the 1-to-1 ratio category. And so we're just gonna throw you right there. Your own little special place on the chart. See, now this is an answer that I feel like can only come from an alien that is trying to blend in as a human, but just like isn't quite doing it right. Well, obviously, if I am to combine these 2 ingredients into one product, I would do so in equal parts. Now, am I accusing this guy of having broken out of Area 51? Yes. This is a direct call out to Point Crow. At this point, I don't want to look at the chart. I'm kind of ignoring it at this point. Who else do we got up next but the person who I believe to have had the best stream this year? The one and only Connor Eats Pants. I mean, realistically, how do you beat playing Fortnite with George Santos? Anyways, let's see Connor's cereal ratio.
Your ideal milk to cereal ratio? I'm not answering questions. Sorry, bro. Enjoy the music and the gameplay.
Okay, so this was actually like right at the start of this stream, and it's hard to hear, but Connor says he's not going to be answering questions because his throat hurts, which is like fair, to be honest. I think this is too stupid of a question to warrant using extra energy to answer, so that's totally fair. He went on to do a full stream of Marvel Rivals, practically without saying anything else after this point. So although we do unfortunately have to put Connor in the question mark category, he's still the GOAT, and we're moving on to somebody who will not get out of my Instagram reels, Tony Stadavici. Anyways, here's what he had to say.
Tony, we need to know what the milk to cereal ratio is.
Are you having cereal right now?
No. It's like 65-35. More cereal.
Okay, thank you, Tony. Thank you for giving a normal fucking answer, finally. That's a pretty good ratio, too. It's like you don't want too much milk, but you still want a good amount of milk. And that means we get to move him into the dry category. That means that there's now a tie of 3 people in both dry and question mark. Now move on to another funny sketch comedy creator, Caleb City.
What's your ideal milk to cereal ratio? I want less milk than cereal. The milk is just there to make the cereal not dry.
I can't even send you the link.
Yeah.
So despite being weirdly vague, that is yet another real answer to this question. So that's 2 in a row now. Yay, yippee. We'll just go ahead and throw Caleb in dry right there. So despite the data being, quite frankly, all over the fucking place, we do have somewhat of a trend developing. It does look like right now the most normal option is dry. Our next streamer is really more of a YouTuber, but at this point I ultimately just wanted an answer out of whoever I could get it from, which brought me into the live chat of Quite.
Wait, what's your ideal milk to cereal ratio? Ask Kendrick. We can look at that clip later, actually.
Crazy thing is, he never actually did pull the clip up. So despite this looking like almost another question mark, he is technically telling me to ask Kendrick. So if we just look at the clip he's talking about.
I got this shit down to a science 60-40 rule. I like half of my shit 60% soggy.
and the other 40 crunchy. You do 60, 40% with the Fruity Pebbles, you can't go no wrong. I got this shit down to a science.
This guy is really passionate about the way he eats cereal. So now, interestingly enough, we're this far into the video, and this is the first time somebody besides Stans is saying they like their cereal more wet than dry. So we're gonna go ahead and throw him in wet. Oh wait, this was about streamers. So like, I guess we'll also put Quite in there too. Now we're moving on to the last streamer in this video. So sad, I know. I wish I could have gotten them all to respond. In fact, here's a short list of names who I couldn't get in this video today. This last person was actually my most watched streamer of 2024. This guy is also very funny on Twitter, as well as like TikTok and Instagram Reels and all that shit. And he also smokes a lot of weed. He's quite frankly the dopest viber. Hey, editing Austin here. When I originally recorded all this shit that I'm saying right now, I just totally forgot while recording to say the guy's name. So the streamer we're talking about right here is Chris Udala. So don't mind the fact he's holding an actively lit joint through the duration of this whole clip. Hey, cheers. Ooh, yeah.
What's my milk to cereal ratio? Good cue.
It means a lot to me that he liked the question. I think it's personally a really interesting question because it is something that you only think about it subconsciously. Unless you think about it, when you're asked this question, you are not prepared to answer it. That being said, what is his answer?
I think I'm probably like 5/7 cereal, 2/7 milk. If I like were oh shit! That hurt really bad. If I were to break it down. Dude, I hit my knee on its like clitoris. Like, y'all know how your knee has that sensitive spot if you hit it in the front? I also have tarnished knees.
Hey, trust me, I relate to that. You can always hear me walking around because my knees sound like fucking popcorn. Bunch of clicks and pops every time I take a step. Sounding like a broken down Jeep coming at you. Also, it's crazy he hit his knee clitoris on his desk. Bro, I hate it when I smack my nussy into my desk. Dude, that is actually diabolical. Thankfully, we now do get to finish out this chart here with us putting Chris into the dry category here. We have now finished this chart, this beautiful work of art right here. Boy, put that on a fucking t-shirt or a hoodie and I would wear that. I'd wear that around town. All right, so in conclusion, we have 2 streamers in non-applicable. We have 5 streamers in dry. We have 2 streamers and the greatest rapper alive in the wet cereal category. We have 3 streamers in question mark. And then Point Crow, all by himself in the 1-to-1 ratio category. You're a freak. You're a freak for that. So yeah, I think this was worth dedicating 2 days of my life to. It was all for this. If you liked this video, please leave a like on the video. You made it all the way to the end, so I'm assuming you at least liked it a little bit. Or maybe you fell asleep. Either way, thanks for the watch time. It also helps me out a lot because my channel is still very small. Not a lot of subscriber around here. So subscribe with notifications to see content similar to this in the future. And anyways, y'all, peace.